Welcome back to Jerk Your Dick, bro. You guys know who this is. What happened to your car, Joel?
It underwent some work over the winter, I guess.
What'd you do?
A few things, some paint, some engine work, some suspension work, some interior work.
Let's go look at it quick, huh?
All right.
Pop the motherfucking hood, bro.
All right. Well, still kind of a little bit of a mess in there. A few last things to tie up. And not much has changed.
Well, at least there's an engine in it this time.
Yeah, well, that's changed. But from the first episode, not much has changed that you can see. But in the engine, the internals have been, they've been greatly improved, let's just say. FD3S Series 6 rotors and an FD front and rear counterweight so that I could send all of that out to get balanced at Racing Beat in California. Rotors were also race clearanced. And then everything was cleaned up and put back together with new seals. Just kind of optimizing and bulletproofing of the keg.
So we're in what is known as break-in period, correct?
Right now it's 300 miles into break-in period. Some pretty sketchy territory, I guess. I have a fully tuned setup that I could beat on anytime and make all kinds of, well, not all kinds, but make some power, but I need to be careful with the foot.
You gonna blow this motherfucker up?
Hell yeah.
Wiping up your jizz in here?
Yeah. This gets me a little excited from time to time, so sometimes a little mishap happens.
During a FAP sesh?
Yeah, it's kind of awkward in here because you don't have a lot of room to work with. You're trying to grab junk and it's like not even possible.
You seem to pull it off.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah, so apparently we painted the cage. If you remember, Chris in the last episode was prepping the car to get this painted, and he also did the bed liner in white all over the rest of the interior. Got the dash back in and added a gauge. Added probably the best
all
addition.
These gauges you got here. What do these even do?
Well, this is a really awesome Powered by Max gauge, which I have it set to measure oil temperature, oil pressure, and it'll tell what my voltage is just from the electrical power connection that goes to it. Coolant temp, boost pressure, and a boost controller, wideband, and of course a functional stock heat control. Not AC anymore, but I don't need that. I just want to have heat because I want to know that I'm circulating coolant and that I can keep it a little cooler that way if I need to. Got the fan switch finally mounted there. Push button start because the ignition crank position decided to fail, and
It's not just because you want to be a baller?
no, it's actually, I would not have that if it didn't fail. I'm too cheap to replace the ignition switch, so I just put a starter switch in there, or starter button in there instead. And yeah, we were gonna have another seat to match the driver's seat, but that still hasn't arrived yet. It'll get here, put it in. And I also wanted to give credit to and thank a few people. The engine, Derek from DMS Auto, Defiant Motorsports, he did another awesome job building the motor, and sole purpose was to just upgrade, further bulletproof. I myself had cut a few corners seasons past, so we wanted to go in and just say, okay, let's make this as solid as possible, and that's where the balanced rotating assembly with new rotors and everything freshened up came. Porting didn't change or anything, we'll just keep it safe, but yet again, heck of a job on the engine build. Chris, of course, I already mentioned him, did an awesome job with the paint. DCA Race Fab did my cage. Everything seemed to fall into place okay.
So tell me about this cage. What kind of spec is this?
I basically looked at the rules for Formula D. 6-point with door bars. I can still get in the car without a whole lot of trouble, and it's tucked away as close to the borders as possible.
So you gonna test this roll cage out? Gonna do a fucking barrel roll or what?
I just might. You know, you never know.
Anna, did you forget something?
Oh, I just wanted to add one more thing. I actually sent my eBay downpipe to a gentleman by the name of John Gleason, and he does some really awesome fabrication work for RX-7 exhaust turbo manifolds and just some really good custom welding. And he made me a custom one after making a jig. It's kind of hard to see maybe, but
you can see it.
See
a little bit there.
See his logo on there or whatnot. And the
Video overlay right now if I
right
get
now,
around to
yeah,
it.
yep, some photos. But look him up. He's on Instagram and whatnot. Gleasman, Gleasman.
Look at all that fucking garbage in here.
Oh, you're not supposed to film that. It's supposed to be clean, you fucking asshole.